Hey, what's up everybody? So I wanted to make a video explaining what is interplay for anybody who doesn't really know and wants to fake it. You watch this 5-minute video and kind of fake it through their job interview, right? And you'll say, yeah, I know Avid Interplay, and you actually do. So Avid has this thing called Interplay Window, which if you're on a standalone Avid on your own laptop, you'd never need. Interplay is used for people sharing a workflow, sharing projects, sharing bins. We have hundreds and hundreds of projects through multiple shows, all involved on this one Avid Nexus system. And what's the best way to sort of manage it all is this thing called Interplay. Now, do you actually need Interplay? In a sense, no. So here's one way to think about Interplay. Here is a projects folder, and it has all these different projects, and in each project is all these different bins. Now when you check any element or bin into Interplay, it will have the same exact file structure here. You'll have a project, you'll have a folder with, in this case, bins in it that look like folders. Some people get confused with that because they are, even though these are bins and they have media in them, and let me go to the default menu here, they have media in them, they do look like folders in the Interplay window. So what is really Interplay for then, in a sense? If you don't need anything to do with bins, why do you even have Interplay? So I'm going to open something called Interplay Access right here. And what you're going to see here is a very similar folder structure for your projects, and then your folders, and then your bins in each individual project. And what will happen there, if I go to something with a sequence here, this is a bin with a sequence of a few, say, promo clips on it. And in this folder now are every single file used in that sequence, including renders. Here's some motion effects, renders, the original clips, sound effects, titles. It's a database used to access each individual file in each individual bin, in each individual project. So let me just show you a couple examples here of what you might want to do here. So if I am in this folder structure right here, and what you need to do is at some point you're going to need to set where you want your Interplay folder to go to. It's just a path, like a normal Windows path. You'd say to, all right, I want this files to be saved in this folder, and then you'd hit OK. Now in that case, I have this graphics folder right here for a show called 094. I'm going to highlight all the clips, and I have a keyboard shortcut for it, but I could find it maybe, hopefully, Interplay, check in bin. It's going to say, let's make sure the folder's right, and I know, yes, I want to check in these files. Right now, I imported all these After Effects graphics, or basically the pictures, and they're in the Avid, but they're not in Avid Interplay. They have not been checked in, although I did just check it in, so now they are here. So let's see if I refresh this folder right here. Now there will be a folder called 94. Now there will be a folder called 94 After Effects, which was the bin we made right here. And now there are these clips, these alpha channel clips, pictures. And now in that case, think of the media manager can now go into her access, and she or he could find those clips right there. They are checked into Interplay. So it's really a management database system to keep everything together, to delete footage. And here's an example of maybe sharing the footage. So let's say I'm working on the show 94, and I need a clip from show 92 or 93, and I'm going to raw segments, and I'm going to go to 92, and I'm just going to set this to group clips because that's the way we do it. And I need this clip. I can drag this out of Interplay, and now this clip 92 is in my bin right here. Right now, let me open a bin. So can you do it this way? I'm going to open the same exact bin, 92, and I'm going to open this bin called groups, and this clip Jessica right here, and can I drag that in there? Well, in theory it's not. It's already in there, so I can't, but now I can. Yes. So you can do that two ways, right? You can get it old school way, if you think about it, just open a bin from another project and put it in your new project. Or you can drag and drop clips, sequences into Interplay. But what's the difference? The difference is that when you close out of a project, every single bin that is open here will be checked into Interplay. So that means if I open this bin, 92 groups, now that's also going to be checked into 94's project. So let's talk about workflow issues with Interplay. So I opened up a bunch of these bins right here, and they're from different projects. So in theory, for the media manager's sanity, I don't want to check these into a project, that I'm working on called 94. These are elements. They're in their own section. The music is in its own project over here. So I don't necessarily need that bin to be checked in somewhere else. It just, again, it makes it so much harder for the media person to manage where all this stuff is. So that's why the idea of Interplay, you don't really want to open bins. You want to grab the music from Interplay. So in this case, instead of opening the bin and finding this clip, I could grab it from Interplay and drag and drop that clip into this project. And then the question is, do you want to check it into this project or do you not? So with that said, here's a humongous secret, and this is like my Avid Beer. Oh my God, it saves me so much time, because it takes actually time to go through the folders to find the clip, and then sometimes it takes even an extra few seconds to load up the clip either into the bin. You see my thing there, that took a second there, as opposed to I have the bin and I have access to all these clips instead of me dragging and dropping one music clip at a time and then listening to it. I'd rather use the bin. But what's the thing? I don't want to check it into Interplay by mistake. I don't want to mess up the media manager, and even in a sense, think of Interplay dealing with thousands and thousands of files in all different locations. It's gonna kind of mess that up a little bit too. So my secret is to log out of Interplay. So I log in and out of Interplay literally 50, 100 times a day. And what's going to happen here, so I open these bins of music, fine, I don't want to use it anymore. Or I'm closing out of the whole project, imagine. I'm closing these bins, but they're not being checked into Interplay because I'm not logged into Interplay. So let's say I got rid of those bins. Now I'm going back into Interplay, and now I'm checked into Interplay. And why I have to log in and out is because you cannot render any clips or import any files unless you're logged into Interplay. So that is a really brief overview of what Interplay is. It's only a way of opening and grabbing clips in bins. You can still use the original way of just opening bins, but the key is to not mess up the file structure of Interplay by logging in and out. You're making sure you're only checking in, again, that clip bin check-in. It's grayed out here because my Interplay is logged out, but you're only checking in the footage you want to check in. Somebody who makes bad check-ins all the time, your media manager will talk behind your back and possibly make you feel shame. I can go over this window and how to use this a little better in future videos. Go to avidbeer.com if you want to learn the course in little 5-minute chunks, 180 different little 5-minute videos. Check it out. And I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. We're up to 75 subscribers, which my kid who watches video game channels on YouTube thinks is unbelievably pathetic, but I think it's actually unbelievably amazing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.